On this rock there are 3 Etruscan graves, so I will walk up there now. Well, the sight from the rock is really pretty amazing, but I cannot find some graves. They are just holes in the rock or in the earth. So I guess those are the graves. So nothing with pictures and amazing. Ooh. Two days ago I met a lawyer and he told me that many lawyers are committing suicide. The reason for that is that their entire work is based on negative things. And of course, nobody needs a lawyer if he is living in happy circumstances. Everybody has got a drama, a problem, they are fighting, they are angry. And so you are dealing only with such people, yeah, and dramas. He's trying to give up his job since 2 years, but he cannot find somebody who is take over the entire office. If he stops without somebody taking it over, then he needs an open office for the next 2 or 3 years because of all the old cases. During that time, he won't earn any money. But every month costs him 5,000 euros. So we are talking about 120 to 180,000 euros only to stop the job. And then most of the money for the journey around the world is gone, and probably even more. And so even he reaches his limits and he feels that he has to do, or he has to live his dream of this journey around the world, because otherwise he will ask himself for the rest of your life why you never have done it. And of course it will make him sick if he don't do. So he still needs to find somebody. So I was thinking about how we can deal with negative jobs. People asking me very often, how are you doing it? You are surrounded by suicide stories, or if you do funeral speaks, or I've got just sad, crying people. And for me, it's working. First of all, I have got a distance to every case, yeah, and second, I can do something good in these terrible moments. And this good outcome represented by by a smile, by a hug, by a big tip or whatever from the people, or by a really good day after tree planting, that helps me, and this makes me really happy. So I'm good with what I'm doing. But what you could do, or what can you do if you're not good with what you are doing? Mentally well, but having a negative job. How is that possible? A work life that is predominantly negative can put an immense strain on mental and physical health. However, there are ways to deal with this situation and potentially bring about positive changes. Here are some approaches from a psychological and philosophical perspective. First, the psychological approaches. First, self-reflection and acceptance. Start by assessing your situation realistically. Accept that you are in a difficult work environment without judging yourself for it. Acceptance does not mean resignation, but rather recognizing reality in order to create a basis for change. Second, setting boundaries. Learn to set clear boundaries between work and personal life. This may mean not reading work emails or taking calls after work. Time for yourself and your loved ones is crucial for your mental health. Third, stress management techniques. Regularly practice relaxation techniques such as meditation, yoga, or breathing exercises. These techniques help reduce stress and calm the mind. Regular exercise can also be a greater outlet for stress. Fourth, social network. Nurturing your relationships outside of work. A strong social network can provide emotional support and help you better process the negative aspects of your job. Fifth, counseling and therapy. Don't hesitate to seek professional help. A psychologist or therapist might help you. What are the philosophical approaches? First, Stoic serenity. The Stoics teach that we should accept the things that are outside of our control. Your work environment may be stressful, but how you react to it is in your power. Practice serenity and focus on your inner attitude. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." Second, existentialism and finding meaning. Existentialists like Jean-Paul Sartre emphasizes the importance of individual freedom and responsibility. Even in a difficult work situation, you have the freedom to give meaning to your life. Find small meaningful aspects in your work or set personal goals that go beyond work. Third, ethics of virtue. Aristotle emphasizes the importance of virtues and striving for a good life. Ask yourself what virtues you can develop in your work. Be it patience, courage, or wisdom. Cultivating such virtues can help you find inner satisfaction regardless of external circumstances. Fourth, Buddhist perspective. Buddhism teaches the principle of mindfulness and letting go of attachments. Be aware of the negative aspects of your work, but try not to get attached to that negativity. Practice mindfulness and live in the present moment instead of getting lost in worry and anger. Fifth, nihilism and creativity. Friedrich Nietzsche saw nihilism as an opportunity to overcome yourself and create your own values. If your work does not offer external meaning, you have the opportunity to create your own meaning. Use your creative power to find new ways, whether through hobbies, personal projects, or further education. Sixth, pragmatic philosophy. Pragmatism, represented by philosophers such as William James, emphasizes the practical applicability of thoughts and beliefs. Ask yourself what is useful to you in your work life and how you can apply these insights to achieve concrete improvements. Experiment with small changes and adapt flexibly. And to the end, a few final thoughts. A work life that is predominantly negative is a significant challenge. But by thinking philosophically and applying these principles as well as psychological techniques, you can gain new perspectives and find ways to strengthen your inner attitude and well-being. Striving for inner clarity, meaning, and virtue can help you lead a fulfilling and meaningful life even in adverse circumstances. But if none of that helps, you have to make a decision. Have a career and a good salary and get sick. Or take a completely different path that will ultimately just make you happy. Like I did with Trees of Memory and the funeral speaker.
Ya no